Okay, I think now we are good. Let me see. I don't see any drop frames. Stream stability is good. We got concurrent viewers. I got 1 like. I think we are back. Let me switch to this and wait for the people to come back to this stream. Yes, take 2. CDP Media says okay. Okay. I don't know what the hell is going on with the internet, you know? My internet is good, but apparently, I don't know. Maybe the international uplink is not good. You know, something weird might be going on. So yeah, take 2. If you're watching this on YouTube, this is the second time I started the stream because YouTube was having problem with the primary ingest server. So I tried the second one and it started buffering. So I went back to the primary and now everything seems to be okay. I'm seeing people in chat. We got Living Life, CDP Media, Grassy, Peggy is here, Living Life again, CDP Media. Yes, you do peel the banana. There are no bananas here. Is Gladys? I don't know. She might be doing some weird stuff, but I don't know. But yeah, it seems we're good. Grassy says, "Hey JC, how are you tonight?" Well, I'm kind of worried because of the connection issues we've been having. And this is the first time I've had connection issues with YouTube. But I think it was a YouTube thing because I'm not seeing any drop frames now. Connection is good. I lowered a little bit the bit rate, but it shouldn't be a problem because we're not streaming anything like that moves fast. We're just gonna be streaming this, you know? We're gonna be streaming the CRPG Book, a comprehensive story of all of the computer role-playing games. This is a good thing, you know? So let's just put this over here. Stream Element Bots is running. I'm keeping an eye, you know, I'm keeping an eye on the thing. It looks good. We're good. Okay. And Living Life, you know, in the past stream that lasted a couple of seconds. I'm just gonna delete it. Was saying that you couldn't watch yesterday's, Mystery Zombie Theater 3000 party. Well, the problem is that I'm uploading the local recordings to my secondary YouTube account, and it got blocked on the United States. So if you have a VPN and you put yourself like in Europe, you could watch it. But there was a problem because, Twitch was not playing ball and Discord was not playing ball. So we ended up doing it on a Zoom call. And I forgot to record my microphone. I was using the OBS studio thing in order to have like have Gladys and Mike speak on the stream. But I remember I muted the microphone on the OBS because Zoom was getting the audio directly from the microphone. So yeah, you're not missing a lot because it's basically the movie and me just moving my hands and doing stuff. Hey Jason, how are you? Living says, I am happy to go. I got to watch it live. Oh, good. Yes. Gladys trolled. Yes. I don't know. But it's okay, you know. I now know how to do it on Zoom, so we're going to be able to do more of those in the future. Okay, so, and just so you know, let me just switch to this. Come on, switch. Switch to this. Oh no, sorry. There. This is the book we're going to be checking out today, but first, I wanted to show you, if you follow me on Twitter, and if you don't follow me on Twitter, why the hell don't you follow me on Twitter? It is a good Twitter, you should follow it. Come on, focus. Okay, focus over here. This is the book. Come on, focus here. Come on, what the hell is wrong with you, camera? There you go. Focus on the book. This is the book. This is where I'm writing the things and the secrets. So this is the current list of the movies that I am considering for Mystery Zombie Theater 3000. You see? I wrote the year, I wrote the like the duration of the movies, and we are just I was just I tweeted that people can send me their suggestions, so I will be complementing this list. Hey Joe, how are you? Welcome to the stream. Don't worry, we just started. Actually, this is the second stream. The first one was a few seconds, and then YouTube crap, it pooped the thing, so that just is not good. And the next session is going to be next Friday, and we're going to be watching this one, Gremlins. You see? 1984, an hour and 46 minutes. So plan accordingly. Jason says, doing good. My boy Travis just moved in me with for a while. Oh, okay. Well, tell him hi from me. The pages are wide and it messes up the focusing. But I think it looks good, This is what was messing like the focusing. This you see this texture. But this thing, once it focuses, come on, focus there. Focus on my hand. There you go. Once it gets it, it's good. Now, I think it looks crispy, but it's okay. Remember, this here is the book. This is where I write all of the stuff and the secrets. This is a huge book, you see? I've been writing lists and stuff. And before that, we had like theorems of, like triangles and stuff. Because, I'm a nerd. So yeah. Turn off auto. That would be possible, but it would, I would have to mess with the settings of this thing, and doing that on stream would be catastrophic. So for now, trust in the camera. Trust in the camera. Because for this thing, it's going to work just fine. So, without further ado, we're just going to check out the CRPG book. So this is a book that chronicles the computer RPGs. Oh, come on. Focus on this. Focus on this. I'm gonna have to turn off the autofocus, it seems. I moved the thing before I was testing this. Come on, focus this. There you go. The fuzz, yes. I think I moved the setting when I was putting on the camera, but, well, I don't know. Technical issues. This is the week of the technical issues. So, here we go. We get the contributors, a lot of, there we go. This is where we start. The articles and guides, feature to guide to using this book, the FAQ, how to play older CRPGs. They tell us a lot of stuff about how to play, older CRPGs. So, what is an old school RPG? The computer roleplay games. You get, this book has, from the early ones, as you can see over here, Gateway to Apshai, the Ultima games. Wizard's Crown, I don't know this. Al-Qadim, the Genius Curse, I don't know. I know this one, the Ultima, and Gateway to Apshai. I know these books. Hey, we got a Stream Elements for showing us the secret books from Jason. Thank you. Thank you very much, Jason. Your hand changes from the focus from foreground to background, so prepare. Yes. Yes, I know. Thank you, Jason. It allows us to buy the other things, such as this book. I'm going to put the link in the description for this book, Here you can see some ports. This is a Defender of the Crown. I remember playing this one, and you can see the different versions. Look at this. You got images for, come on, focus there. The Commodore Amiga. I'm gonna have to check the settings because I'm pretty sure I messed around with one of the settings of the autofocus. You see, for Apple, for the Atari ST, Amstrad CPC, regular, like PCs, Commodore 64, pixel art. I've come to know you so well. Yes. Macintosh. This is CGA and it was EGA. For those of you who don't know, those were the different like color modes in old school PCs. And Living Life says, JC does not have a beard, but he keeps secrets in a book. Yes. CDP Media was sabotaged, and then he went sabotage. Yes. And Nintendo Entertainment System. You know? This is the difference. CGA, 4 colors. EGA, 16 colors. VGA, 256 colors. This was just awesome. Oh, come on, man. Stop focusing. Autofocus. Autofocus. Here. Focus on my hand. Come on. Okay, I'm really gonna have to like mess with the. Oh, it was just because it was like this, huh? Sorry. It has not been a good week for technical issues. Yeah, I noticed. I had to pull back. Sorry. We got the Bard's Tale, Wizardry 7, Might and Magic. You know, the different Might and Magic books. This is old school, really old school. We got some pages from the booklets that came with the Ultima thing. Look at this. This is how you mapped the dungeons, you know, all time. Some information about how people play RPGs before computers, you know, like this guy playing with the miniatures. This is actually H.G. Wells measuring a string to see the movement, you know. He was playing Warhammer 40k, something like that. I don't know. I've never seen this. They call this a Plato terminal, you know. And apparently this was like the precursor to this. Oh, come on. And now I'm zooming and this thing does good. Come on. Look at this. Look at my hand. Focus on the hand. Okay. I don't know why we're having so much problems with this. We did not have these problems like the last time we did this. But yeah, like I said, I think I messed up one of the settings with the camera. So we're just gonna have to power through. Avatar, Moria. It had a series of, you know, the RPG things in this very old book. Slower, you know, but I think I messed up one of the things. It's also your lighting. The problem is that these are very, you know, like shiny. Let me move this light a little bit over here. See if that helps. Because if I place the lighting incorrectly, the reflection on this thing is not going to good. It's not going to be good. Yeah? Okay, the beginning of the digital invasion in the 70s. These are old school things. Okay, I'm just gonna move this slowly. There. You see? The Apple II, TRS computer, Commodore PT. I knew this one, the Atari 2600. And I think I saw this one time, you know? Yeah, Space Invaders. This book chronicles all of these things, be it different time frames. You know, Beneath Apple Manor, old school RPGs. You see, you had the Atari 5200. I never had an Atari. I had an Odyssey 2. You see, Dungeon Campaign. The graphics. Dungeon Quest, Temple of Apshai. I think I have this for the Atari, you know. This one is Akalabeth, World of Doom. I don't have the voice thing easily, but it's the voice of the World of Doom. You see? Text Adventures. Pong, How I Hated Thee. Stupid Square Bouncing Ball. Yes, pole position. Okay, so over here we got the 1980s, 1984, you know? My first was the Atari 2600, says Peggy. I had friends who had the Atari 2600. But this, from the 80 to the 84, is where the good stuff begins. Look at this. Over here, come on, focus. The first IBM PC. This one is a classic. CDP says, my first RPG was Dragon Warrior. I don't remember my first CRPG. Jason had the Atari 2600. Nice. And you own a perfectly working that hooks up to a modern TV. Nice. This computer was awesome. This ZX Spectrum. This was not very popular, I think, in the United States, but it was very popular in Europe. I'm going to show you a bonus to this at the end, you know. I had a couple of friends who had these ones, and this was an incredible machine for the time. It was incredible. It managed to run incredible games, you know, both on cassettes and on discs. And it was an awesome machine, the ZX Spectrum. They didn't care about graphics or colors or whatever. They just ran the games. They looked like crap, but they had the games. Different from the Atari 65 XE that I have. And at the time, my father gave me a choice. He said, do you want here in Chile and in Europe the Atari computers, like similar to this one, the 65 XE or the 800 XL, sorry, were very popular. So my father told me, do you want a Commodore or an Atari? And I stupidly said an Atari. Well, not stupidly, because I have a lot of fond memories, but I had a friend who had this Commodore 64, and this was a beast compared with the Atari. This was really a computer, you know? Commodores were upgrades for us all. Yes, for me, the Commodore was awesome. The Amstrad CPC, I always wanted one. You know, in Europe were apparently more popular. Here in Chile, not so much. You got like the portables, when the first Microsoft DOS appeared, the floppy disks, 3.5 inches, the MSX, I don't know, and the Apple Macintosh. Okay. So, like I said, this book has a lot of stuff. Oh, look at this. A portable computer. This one. You see? The compact portable. Completely portable. Peggy says, I love our Commodore 64. I miss it. The Commodore 64 was awesome. Absolutely awesome. I always went to my friend's house to play it. Still has game for it. Yes. Okay, so more Rogue, more RPGs, you know, Wizardry. The Ultima. I remember the Ultima things. Dungeons of Daggorath, Dragon's Eye. It was the story, you know. Talonguard, Ultima 2. Revenge of the Enchantress. And I've read some of the articles. They tell you about the Moria. They tell you about the story of this. The Return of Heracles. Ultima 3 by Lord British. They are improving the graphics, you see. Questron. I know this. And to think that in my crappy Atari 65 XE, I didn't have any of these games. Later on, I found out there were a few of the Ultima games ported, but here in Chile, we didn't have them. There was no internet, you know, no way to get the games. You had to like bring them. The BBS, what's the name? The BBS, where you could download like the precursor to the internet. They didn't happen until like the early 90s. I don't know. And here is where the good stuff started to happen. You see? Becky says, Ultima 5 was my game that I played the most. Look at this. The Commodore Amiga. You know? Competitor. Little BBS. It was BSS or BBS? I don't remember. The original Nintendo Entertainment System. Apple II. GS. The Genesis Mega Drive. I had a friend that had this Sega Genesis. The Atari ST. BBS, yes, BBS. The Atari ST. This one, I had another friend that had this one. It was, like a dream. My Atari 65 XE looked similar to this, but like this, like smaller, crappier. Sega Master System, IBM PS2, the Game Boy. Nice. My friend who had the Commodore 64, he bought a modem and he was able to connect to local BBS and download new games. For me, that was just like magic technology. Nothing like that for my Atari 65 XE. Wizard's Crown. The Bard's Tale. Starting to get a little bit better by this. Alternate Reality, The City. And incredibly enough, I have this for my Atari 65 XE. In fact, if you look at this, let me just try to zoom. You can see Atari 8-bit, Amiga, Apple II, MS-DOS, etc. It was available for the Atari 8-bit, like my Atari 65 XE. Fantasy, we got this guy, I don't know. Ultima 4, Quest of the Avatar. And Joe says, the 80s, the age of the video game arcades. It was a dedicated quarter feeder. Many a game was well fed due to my generosity. Yes. Did you play Below the Root on the Commodore 64? No, I didn't have a Commodore 64. I went to my friend's house, but that game does not ring a bell. I have the Atari 65 XE. My friend who had the Commodore 64, he had like hundreds of games, and I would just dream about those games. Auto Duel. Might and Magic. Book 1, Secret of the Inner Sanctum. The Might and Magic games. Arcade machines were always better, yes. Well, they were dedicated to this. They're starting to look better here. Starflight. Alien Fires, $21.99 AD. You see? This is where they start with the fancy graphics. Look at this. Come on. Focus on my hand. Focus on my hand. Come on. Autofocus. Autofocus. There we go. Yeah, I remember there was a focus servo that I activated. I need to turn that off. I remember that setting. This is for the Amiga, the Atari ST, and MS-DOS. You see? Asteroids? You like asteroids? There. I was not allowed a game console. My parents believe computer games rotted child brains and made them stupid, says Joe. Well, if that is true, I am stupid. Because I liked my Atari. Even if it was crappy, I liked it. Wise, The Vanished Omens. I've seen these games, but never played them, Pew pew pew, says CDP Media. Death Lord, I don't know. We have brain? Yes, we have brain. It's the thing that's like over here. Not the hair. NetHack. I don't know what the hell. The Fairy Tale Adventure. More of this stuff, Dungeon Master. The incursion of the Dungeons and Dragons things. Zeliard. Neuromancer. I think I remember this one. Wasteland. And this book, it cost me £26. Which I believe is like 30 something bucks US. Pretty cheap if you ask me for the quality of the book. Like I said, I'm gonna put the link in the description. Is why I snuck off to the arcade of my neighbors to play on their console, says Joe. Yeah, well, I visited my friends who had the Commodore and the other who had the Atari ST, precisely for the same reason, because not because I was not allowed, but because we didn't have the money to have such a, high-end, for me, computer. So you lost a little weight in the wallet. Yes, we lost a few pounds of coins and stuff. Star Saga 1, Beyond the Boundary. Wizardry 5, Heart of the Maelstrom. Ultima 5. This is the book that Peggy liked. Computer stock kits, eye-hand coordination. I agree, Even though people say I have the potato aim, I am pretty sure I have the reflexes and the hand-eye coordination, well above what I would have had if I had not played the games. Look, Peggy, this is your game. You see? Origin Systems, 1988. Ultima 5, Warriors of Destiny. You got, this is the Avatar, I'm guessing. This is a Jackass. This is like a lady over here. This was available for the Atari ST, the Apple II, the Amiga, for DOS, for NES. And over here you got like the movement, you see. Thou dost see a harpsichord with 10 keys, number 09. You see? This is the game. You see? This is why I like these books, because they trigger the memories. You see these things and you remember what it was like to play this. You see? Posted pictures on Twitters of my Atari 2600. We'll post on Discord as well, says Jason. Yes. It is a nerdy thing, Jason. It is a nerdy thing by all right. And look at this. It even has some guides on mods and things that you can use to play currently these games. Okay, focus. Don't focus. Yeah, I'm gonna have to check the settings, because that servo I activated, it just messes with this, Prophecy 1, The Fall of Trinidad. I don't know about this. You got like the standard party. Over here, for instance, you get like the wizard, a warrior. Oh, come on. Come on, focus. Focus. Focus on my hand. Good. There you go. When Mom asked what I was doing, I would say something like, "Oh, me and Kevin were jumping off his roof to see who bounced the highest," said Joe. She would believe me because we did do stupid things like that. Yeah, who didn't jump out of a window? Everybody jumped out of a window. We all did that. We got some weird things. I don't know. This is Draken. The magic candle, different, settings, Castle of the Wind, Hill Staff, Quest for Glory, so you want to be a hero. I think I remember this one. Knights of Legend. This looks like an Atari thing, not Commodore 64. The Commodore 64 was an incredible machine. The Dark Heart of Ukrul. Dungeon crawlers. People, I don't know, fighting or dancing. Could be either way. Blood Witch. Look at this. The Immortal. And so we arrived to 1990 and 1994 with Sonic over here. And this is where things start to get a little bit more, current. If you choose to remember that 1990 was 31 years ago. Just let that sink in, folks. 1990 was 31 years ago. So, we got the World Wide Web in 1990. I've come to really appreciate how hard pixel art is, says Joe. Yes. Super Nintendo, Linux, missed. The PlayStation. CDP says, gotcha. 41. Windows 3. Sonic the Hedgehog. Mortal Kombat. Doom! It's the Sega Saturn. I think about the 90s, and I say, oh yeah, the 90s. 31 years ago. Just so you get like an idea, it's like when we were in 1990, 31 years before that was 59. And if you ask me, to me, 59 was black and white. And people dreaming of flying cars or something, I don't know. Ultima 6. See, we got this jackass and someone who's going to kill his ass. Okay, there. Wizardry 6. Bane of the Cosmic Forge. I don't know. CDP says in 1953 we had color TVs. Yeah, but for me the 50s is black and white. And Peggy Bradford says, no, it wasn't. I was born in 59. Well, 59 plus 31 is 90. So it was. You know, like I said, if you were standing in 1990 and you thought 31 years before that, that's 1959. Unless my math is completely off. It should not be. Oh, look at this. That ass. Adan says, oh, the stream is working. Well, was not working? I have not lost any drop frames or things. And CDP says, lol. Yes. Circuit's Edge. The Lords of the Ring. CDP says, engineer math. I think I played this one, you know? In the house of a friend. O'Donnell says, no, the first time it crashed. No, the first time I stopped it because it was just, yeah. It was the bullcrap. I'm gonna have to delete that other stream. Captive, you know, 90s graphics. I was in high school in the early 90s. The second half of the 90s, I was in college. I was a bright-eyed kid, you know. Spirit of Excalibur. Oh, come on. World of Ultima, the Savage Empire. You see? We got this guy with the lady. They're talking over here. I don't know. Escape from Hell. We didn't get color TVs till early 80s. Watched a lot of Tarzan until we got color and was freaked out at first watching it in color, says Jason. Yeah, I remember in my house we had black and white TVs until the early 80s as well. I think our first color TV was like in 84 or something like that. I had like, I don't know, 7-8 years. We didn't get cable until 1992? Something like that. Oh, when I was looking at this is Eye of the Beholder, you know? You tell me if this looks right to you or not. Look at the nose of this lady. It looks really weird. You know? It's like a meme. I don't know what's going on with the nose of that lady, but something terrible happened there. You know? It ain't right. When I saw this, I couldn't stop staring at it for like half an hour. I was trying to make sense of the perspective, you know? But no, there's definitely something wrong with that lady's nose. Something really, really wrong. And now I cannot stop looking at it as well. I don't know what the hell. So strange. Oh, and look at this. Cobra Mission and Knights of Xantar. These were the dirty games, you see? You can tell because of the lady, scantily clad lady, you know? With the anime thing. RPGs, you know, with the dirty thing. Peggy Bradford says, don't turn your back at her. Yes, we don't turn the back at her. We didn't get enough of these games here, you know? My friend with the Commodore 64 got some that got translated by fans or something like that. Anime, says CTP Media. Yes, anime. Good games, you know, good games. Morav's World. Another one over here. I don't know. Dungeon crawlers, most of them. Disciples of Steel. Might and Magic. Oh, there's another page here. No, it's good. The Might and Magic. I remember seeing this one sporadically. I got my first PC in 1995. You know, my first year in college. And of course I used it to play games. My parents did a huge effort, you know, to buy it to me. Mostly for because I entered engineering school, you know. But of course I played them games because, you know, we gotta play the games. The Bard's Tale construction set. I don't know what the hell. This looks nice. Realms of Arcania, Blade of Destiny. You start getting like digitized photos of people, like this lady over here, you see? This one. Temple of Firun in Riva. Ultima Underworld, the Stygian Abyss. More Ultima games. CTP Mia says, no buffering. Well, it's not on my end, you know? I have excellent connection, excellent stream. We're good here. Hey Ian, how are you? Welcome to the stream. We're just checking out this book. The CRPG Book, a guide to computer role-playing games. I got it. I'm gonna put the link in the description. I got it, you know, like pretty cheap, like 28 pounds. I got it from Britain, you know, from the UK. Like 30 something bucks. You know? CPM says it's okay now. Okay, good. Might and Magic, World of Zen. Hey Pongo, how are you? Legend, the Summoning, Ishar, Legend of the Fortress, Wizardry 7, Crusaders of the Dark Savant. I don't know what the hell. Star Control 2. There's like a frog over there. Joe says, took me a year to convince my parents I needed a computer and internet to improve my grades. First thing I did was look up porn. Sounds legit? Sounds legit. Darklands. I remember when I got my modem. Yeah, we were, you know, like watching this, looking at this this book. Beyond Oasis and Sega. What is that? One of the ones we saw. I don't know. Then games, then comics, says Joe. Yeah. I remember when I got my modem, like in '95 and '96. We didn't have like we have the connection via modem, and I remember I used to chat with my friends from the university during the night when it was cheaper to make the phone calls. And I remember using ICQ, and it went like, something like that every time you receive a message. RPG says CDP Medium. Okay. Ian Murphy says, all good, just at work. Hotel open on Monday, so it's strange to see people in the hotel. Got the letter to get my first COVID vaccine. Awesome, Ian. Awesome. Hope everything works out okay. Amber Star. Amber Moon. Free nights and weekends. Yeah, dial up. That is one of technology I absolutely will never miss. I agree. For me, it's fiber optics. We got a semi-naked naked lady over there, you see? This is how you get the people to join the things. Quest for Glory. Shadow of Darkness. Yes, these were the good games, you see? Shadowcaster. Perihelion, The Prophecy. Princess Maker. This is weird because I'm pretty sure I played Princess Maker on Steam. Weird. And we got Veil of... Okay, my headphone just said that the battery is low. I don't know what to do because that light is connected there. Okay, you're gonna have to tough it out, you know? Bloodnet. I think this is a vampire. Yeah, it's a vampire game. You see? The vampires here. 1993. Microprose. Betrayal of Candor. No. Oh, you heard the battery low. Yeah, the lady in my headphones, you know, she talks really loud. And since the microphone is right here, picked it up. Just gonna move it a little bit down. Legacy, Realm of Terror. It's like a skeleton over there, you see? This one? Help me, you idiots. I'm wounded. Nice. It's a really nice book, you know? Dark Sun. Shattered Lands. This is from Dungeons and Dragons, you see? She said, the batteries are low. I know. Lands of Lore. Throne of Chaos. Unlimited Adventures. This lady looks like she's from the 90s, you know? This one. Oh, come on. There. Yes, I know the battery is low. Okay, we can't do this. I need to change the servo for the auto zoom. Kanos83 says, I have a lady in my ear too. If I take the rubbish out, she stops for a minute. Oh. Nice. Ultima 8, Pagan. I remember playing this one. I remember where I went to the house of a friend, you know, and we watched Uratsukidogi. I don't know if you remember that one. It's an anime. A special kind of anime. And then we played Ultima 8. A Doom. I don't know what the hell. I recognize that artwork. She was on the cover of a sci-fi book. We got more stuff over here, you know, like people. CDP Media says, what? I don't know. ROMs. The Elder Scrolls Arena. Hentai. Of course hentai, man. Of course hentai. Let me just see something. If I get rid of this light, it's not so bad, you know? I think you can still see pretty okay. Just a second. I want to connect the lady in my ears so she does not yell at me. Okay. Thank you. Now it's charging. You see, the battery is charging. Okay, stop it with the thing. This USB cable is not very well. I think that looks... Yes, I know you're charging the battery. This graphic makes me want to go old school. Fond memories. Yes. Oh, come on. You say charging battery one more time, I'm taking this off. Okay, I told you. Okay. There you go. So, 1995, 1999. New 3D worlds and new audiences. CTPB says, can't move or you'll disconnect. I actually don't need the headphones, you know, because there's just the music. Oh, shut up. Now she's saying charging battery over there. I need to replace that thing. We got Lara Croft, Tomb Raider. You know, you can tell because of the Lara. That is just awesome. Oh, Jesus Christ. Lady, can you shut the hell up? There. I don't know. Back to Lara. Yes, we got Lara over here. And as you can see, more... Okay. You shut the hell up. No, power off. Okay, there. Shut up. Be nice to the technology, JC. iBots is all they say. Yep. Okay, so over here we got Windows 95. We got the Nintendo 64. You see? DVDs start to be commercially available. The iMac. The Dreamcast. I actually saw a couple of Dreamcasts. Pokemon, Quake, StarCraft, Half-Life. If you remember, Quake was in 1986. Yes, 96. Quake. Half-Life, if you remember, the protagonist of Half-Life is Gordon Freeman. Or as you know him, Gordon Mike Freeman. I wonder if I can like put this like there. Okay, that's better. Yeah, that's better. Quake, yes, Quake. Witch Haven, you know, Cyber Mage, Dark Like Awakening. Weird game, weird titles. Ravenloft's Stone Prophet. Interesting. The first there is Ravenloft Strat Possession. Yeah, it's all set in the Ravenloft setting of D&D. Exile, Escape from the Pit. I think I remember this, you know. Is that disconnect alert still going? No? No, the lady is over there. She's quiet. What about Doom, a major influential game? Yes, but this is from RPGs. Doom was not an RPG. It's a shoot 'em up, you know, first-person shooter. These are RPGs. World of Aiden, Thunderscape. I don't know about this thing. Mordor, Depths of the Genel. I don't know what the hell. Albion. Kanos83 says, it's in my head. Yes. Stone Keep. And this guy, you know, when I was looking at this book, I saw this guy. This guy is Angry Spock, and you cannot tell me otherwise. And Pongo says, alert, you're not wearing your headphones. Yes. This guy is Angry Spock. Believe it or not. You see? And Joey Satomi says, nope, it's still going. What? Okay, I'm just gonna do this. Okay, you were listening to something? Like did you hear like an alert? Joe says, nope, it's still going. I don't know. You cannot see Angry Spock. I thought so. Glad to hear I'm not mad. Okay. You should not have been able to listen to hear that lady, you know? That's weird. Okay, well, Angry Spock, I moved the thing, sorry. USB audio disconnect tone. Oh, okay, the audio disconnect tone. Not the lady saying the things. Okay, yeah, I disconnected it, you know? The USB cable is just is gone. Anvil of Dawn. I don't know. Dungeons and Dragons, Shadows over that boot sound. Yes. I only hear the disconnect tone. Yeah, but you cannot hear it anymore, right? Because I disconnected it. If you keep hearing it, it's magic. There's no other explanation because this thing is disconnected, you see? It's disconnected. And this thing is off. You see? It's off. It's disconnected. Hey Michael, how are you? Welcome to the stream. And Pongo says, it's all good now. Awesome. The Elder Scrolls, Daggerfall. Nice. Did you play Bionic Commando on Nintendo? It was awesome. I did not play Bionic Commando on Nintendo, but I knew about Bionic Commando. And you will see how it is that I knew about Bionic Commando in the bonus, you know? Jason says, I only hear my inner voices. Awesome. Diablo. Old school. Birthright. I don't know what the hell. An Elder Scrolls Legend. Battlespire. Fallout. This is the beginning. Michael says, I'm fine, JC. Thank you for asking. It was a pleasure to hang out with you. Okay, awesome, Michael. Awesome. We're doing a chill stream, you know? We're looking at Fallout. The original Fallout. Actually, we're looking at these computer RPG games. There, you see? This is the original Fallout. I actually played this a little bit, but I never completed it. Actually, I played like 2 hours, so there was no way for me to complete it. This is the original Fallout. The one that started the franchise. Lands of Lore. Okay, this appears to have some FMV thing, you see? Because you can tell because of the... Oh, come on, man. I need to do the zoom thing. I disabled the 2 pixel zoom and now my camera is just wonky. I apologize for the technical issues. Okay, we're gonna have to look at the lady from afar. By the way, I'm loving the Resident Evil Village series. Great job. I also love the chill streams. Thank you, Michael. Thank you. Final Fantasy VII. This is awesome. I fully played Final Fantasy VII, 8, and 9. Yeah? And Kana says what he said. What did he say? He said, I played Final Fantasy VII, If you remember this, live action in those games was so wonky, yeah. Over here, you got Cloud, and you got Aerith, the flower lady, you know? And over here, you got Cloud, and you got Tifa. Oh, come on. There's Tifa. Tifa is nice, you know? But for me, it was always the flower girl, Aerith. Peggy says Final Fantasy VI is the best. I never saw that. Pongo says the on-screen chat window has stalled. Apparently it has, you know? Interesting. There's plenty of weird things happening in this stream. Let me switch to this a little bit and then switch to that. I don't know, you know? That thing is supposed to be from Stream Elements, so I don't really have control of that. Let me see if I can chat here. Chat. So how about we hide it, and now we put it again. Nope, it's completely busted. Okay, it's gonna stay there. The technical issues stream, you know? This is when these sort of things happen, you got to power through, and then you go and you cry in the shower, and then you go and you take a nap. And everything, you know, yes, I know, it needs a little bit of concussive maintenance. There will be concussive maintenance, but not to the camera because it is quite expensive. I'll tell you, the alien says living life, yeah. Little bit of concussive maintenance. Well, I don't know. We have the chat on the screen, but you can see that the chat used to work, you know? It worked. But now, for some reason, it's like that. It ain't working. I'm pretty sure YouTube is having issues, you know? Because it is not normal for me to the stream to have problems like when I started. And I'm pretty sure, well, this stream is gonna take a long time to process. I don't know. Whatever, you know? Bananas. Yes, bananas. Betrayal in Antara. I don't know. We got some people. Mages of Rage of Mages. Dink Smallwood. This sounds like a dirty game, you know? Dink Smallwood. Hexfloor. Baldur's Gate. Nice. Might have Magic 6, the Mandate of Heaven. Concussive maintenance like R2-D2? No, R2-D2 was crashed by a Star Destroyer that suddenly jumped out of hyperspace on top of him. We did that. CDPM says Shadowrun. Yeah, Shadowrun. Shadowrun should appear at some point. Fallout 2. Pongo Pokenet says Return to Condor. King's Quest, Baldur's Gate, that was fun. Septerracore, Legacy of the Creator. This is all another one I played, you know? This lady, I really like her, you know? This was a very good RPG. Come on, focus. This one. And I know I disabled, you know, like 2-pixel focus. That's the problem. I disabled it. I know I disabled it, so I'm gonna have to like check that out. This was really weird. It was like this planet that was like shells orbiting, you know, and there were 7 shells, and people lived on the shells, but there was no like physical planet. You know, Septerracore, Legacy of the Creator. Peggy says, love Baldur's Gate. Jagged Alliance 2. Planescape Torment. Ultima 9 Ascension. How many Ultimas are there? Might and Magic 8. The Blood and Honor. Gorky 17. Omicron. I don't know. System Shock 2. I played this one as well. Joe says, that is a fun game. I played multiple times. Septericor once held the record for longest CRPG. I did? I remember it was a long game, you know? Planescape was good, says Peggy, yeah. The 2000 and 2004. And just for you to like get a little bit of context, remember, 2000 was 21 years ago. Just so you know. Over here we got the major players, you see? PlayStation 2, GameCube, I have the GameCube, the Xbox, Facebook appeared, World of Warcraft, The Sims, Bejeweled, I don't know what the hell. Grand Theft Auto 3. Half-Life 2. Nice. Okay. Focus. Spaceballs 3, The Search for Spaceballs 2, yeah. I think there's a new Ultima game coming out. Don't know the number though, says Peggy. New Ultima game. Lord British must be pretty, you know, like ancient by this. Deus Ex. Nice. Pongo says, no. 2000 was like a couple of years ago. Yeah, I know. Baldur's Gate 2. I think I played Baldur's Gate 2. I remember I played Neverwinter Nights as well. Siege of Avalon, Might and Magic 8, Day of the Destroyer. Diablo 2. I played Diablo 2, you know. I went for like 3 towns and then I got bored. Never played again. Vampire the Masquerade Redemption. I know this one. I know Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. Oh. Deus Ex is my number 1. And CDP is Cyberpunk, also known as Deus Ex. Yeah. Soulbringer. Grandieth 2. Never played Diablo 3. Come on. Breath of Fire. I play one of the Breath of Fire games. This is Breath of Fire 4. Same people who made Septericol also made a game that was almost as long and the end battle could not be beat. Well, that is no fun. Evil Islands. Curse of the Lost Soul. Icewind Dale. Nice. Summoner. Wizards and Warriors. Wizardry 8. What happened to Wizardry 1 through 7? You know? Anachronox. I don't know. Arcanum. Gothic. Severance. Blade of Darkness. Gene Forge. Pool of Radiance. Zanzara, the Hidden Portal. Divine Destiny. That was the game. Anachronics? This one? I think. Arcanum. Anachronox. Interesting. The Elder Scrolls 3, Morrowind. Never played Morrowind. Arx Fatalis. Icewind Dale 2. Might and Magic 9. That's a lot of things. It was fun, but the end boss was unbeatable because there was supposed to be a sequel. says Joe. Oh, Neverwinter Nights. Pretty good. I play Neverwinter Nights too. Neverwinter Nights, Aurora toolset and modules. So you can do the things. Make your own adventures, I guess. Freedom Force. Interesting. Dungeon Siege. CDP says, anyone play Shenmue? No, I never played Shenmue. I know of Shenmue, but no. And Joe says, and the sequel was supposed to start during the boss battle. Oh. Dungeon Siege. Gothic. Yeah, Neverwinter Nights. It's nice. Prince of Keen. Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic. KOTOR. With the room. I'm adding the sound effects for you. The Battle of West Noth. Lionheart, Legacy of the Crusader. Tron 2.0. Read about this game but never played it. Temple of Elemental Evil. Alone in the Dark? Alone in the Dark is not a CRPG. It's more of a horror game, I'm guessing. For CRPGs, you got like the stats. It's like Dungeons and Dragons. Sacred. Fable. Congress says, West Nothing is pretty nice. Space Rangers 2. Dominators. That sounds kinky. Sudeki. The Bard's Tale. Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines. This is the one I played. I didn't play all the way through, but I played a little bit. Legends of Heroes. Trace in the Sky. Fable is good, says Peggy. Star Wars, Knights of the Old Republic 2, The Sith Lords. They went like boom, boom, psh, boom. Psh. Weird. And CDP says Sudoken. That's from Street Fighter, I don't know. Over here we got the rise of Steam, YouTube, the Wii, Android. 2005. And of those of you who are keeping count, 2005 was 16 years ago. It's crazy. Super Columbine Massacre RPG. I remember this thing. It was really poor taste, It's a weird game. Never played it, but I remember reading all the controversy about this. This guy looks like Joe Rogan, if you ask me. Jason says, I was more of the horror game player on PC, and when my boys got the first Xbox, we played the hell out of Halo and its sequels. Yes. Suidoken was an RPG, says CDP Media. Awesome. Jade Empire. Fate. Good. Titan Quest. Dwarf Fortress. There's going to be like a release of Dwarf Fortress on Steam. Let me just show you this. Because this thing is crazy. You see? There's going to be a release of this on Steam with, like actual graphics, not just ASCII characters. But it has been like delayed several times. I have it on my wish list. Joe says, Luke, I am your father. Join the dark side. We have Sega. No, I want Nintendo. The Elder Scrolls 4. Oblivion. I remember reading about this. These guys were opening Oblivion gates all over the place. And Pongo Pongina says, hey, Crazy's right. Are you going to have a UI? I understand they're going to have. But it was supposed to be out last year. So it's been delayed. Dungeon Crawl, Stone Soup. Oh, this looks old school. CRPG is sounding now. Gothic 3. A lot of Gothic games in this. Neverwinter Nights 2. This is the one I played, and I finished it. It was a huge game, and I liked it. Age of Pirates, Caribbean Tales. You got people running around in the Caribbean. Dark Messiah, Might and Magic. I also remember this one. Pongo Pongo Night says Stone Soup is good. It's delicious and moist. Mass Effect. The original Mass Effect. I really enjoyed the first Mass Effect, you know? The fight against the rogue Spectre and the first Reaper to attack in this cycle, Sovereign. For me, Mass Effect 2 is the masterpiece. Mass Effect 3, good, but Mass Effect 2 for me is a masterpiece. Peggy says, you're going to play Days Gone again since it's on PC now? No. Too long. I already played it once. I usually don't play, games twice. Not enough time. And Days Gone is a huge game. It's huge. Puzzle Quest. I don't know why there are puzzle quests here, but they apparently are computer RPGs. Stalker, Shadow of Chernobyl. Neverwinter Nights 2, Mask of the Betrayer. I don't know this one. Agareth, Generations of War. Elona. The Witcher. Toss a coin to your Witcher. You see, we got this scantily... Well, she's not scantily, she's the kind of naked lady. No, she's scantily clad. She's not naked. 7.62 High Caliber. I don't know what this is. Never even heard of it. Echelon, Book 1. This looks old school. 2007. Hellgate, London. You see? This happened when I went to London and I started singing and it opened a Hellgate. Hence the game, Hellgate, London. Barkley, Shut Up and Jam, Gaiden. I don't know what the hell. It's kind of cool to tell someone to just shut up and jam. The Last Remnant. Valkyria Chronicles. Fallout 3. This is a good game. Played a little bit of Fallout 3. F for London, I agree. Drakensang, The Dark Eye. I don't know. So many games, you know. Fortune Summoner, Secrets of the Elemental Stone. Seventh Sense. Mountain Blade. I wanted to play Mountain Blade. Never really did. Neverwinter Nights 2, Storm of the Zahir. Divinity 2, Echo Draconis. I don't know. Dragon Age Origins. I have this one. Never played it. Warhammer 40k, Dawn of War. The Emperor Protects. Venetica. I don't know what the hell that is. Torchlight. I've heard about this. Yumina the Ethereal. I don't know, this looks like anime. Marauder. Risen. Knights of the Chalice. 2010, 2014. The freedom to play and create any game. The iPad. And just so you remember, 2010, the year we made contact. Was 11 years ago. More than a decade. Oh my god. The Oculus Rift was presented via Kickstarter campaign in 2012 when the world ended, 2012, sorry. Borderlands. I'm a little bit confused because to me these are not RPGs, But, well, I don't know. Dense Curse. Arcane Gothic. Two Worlds. This is a Gandalf impersonator. Cthulhu saves the world. You see? And Cthulhu is just looking at this. Cthulhu is a little bit confused. He wants to rule the world. Never understood that movie. The second one was better. Borderlands? What? They involved numbers, so RPG became broad. Yes. Alpha Protocol, the espionage RPG. I don't know. Never heard of this one. Fallout New Vegas. I played this one as well a little bit. The only Fallout that I have finished, 2010. Okay, yeah. The only Fallout that I have played was all the way through is Fallout 4. You can see it on the channel. Mass Effect 2. This for me is the ultimate Mass Effect. This was just awesome. Absolutely awesome. Arcademagia, the making of mages. I don't know. Dungeons of Dreadmore. Divinity Cybermancy. Dark Souls. Apparently an RPG as well. Cthulhu is pleased, said Jason. Yes, indeed. The Witcher 2, Assassin of Kings. Toss a coin to your Witcher. Way of the Samurai. Also an RPG apparently. The Elder Scroll 5, Skyrim. 10 years with this game coming back time and time again, Fos Roda and all that jazz. VR editions, enhanced editions, ports. Magical Diary, you see? We got this lady. Looks a little bit like hentai, I don't know. Dragon Age 2. Deus Ex, Human Revolution. I played this through, not on the channel, but on my own. Very, very good game. I have Mankind Divided, but never played it. Mass Effect 3, 2012. It's 9 years old. Peggy references, my son has around 6,000 hours on Skyrim. Well, it is a very immersive game. I never played as Femme Shep, I always played like the male Shep. And then I saw the model they use for that, and the guy looks exactly like looks in the game. Tales of Medieval. Medieval? Oh. Legend of Grimrock. This looks like an old school dungeon crawler. You see? With this guy. I need to... Let me see something. What happens if I do this? Still too bright. To find a better lighting for this setup, And Peggy says now he is playing Destiny 2. Okay. You haven't started Deus Mankind, yeah. I have it there, along with like 400 games I have not played. Kingdoms of Amalur Reckoning. Dragon's Dogma. I remember this one. Never played it though. Of Orcs and Men. Weird. Mortal Kombat Mythologies, Sub-Zero. I don't know what you're talking about. Is that a game? Diablo 3. Diablo 3. Never played it. FTL, Faster Than Light. I played this thing and I died within like 30 minutes. And I don't know how this is an RPG. Paper Sorcerer. Shadowrun Returns. You see? You got Shadowrun. CBMia says yes it was. I've never heard of that. Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth 1. Heron's Quest, The Herald of Ragnarok. Path of Exile. Paper Mario. Cataclysm, Dark Days Ahead. ASCII. Yeah. Arclash Legacy. Card Hunter. What is this? Card Hunter Sakura? Bound by Flame. Might and Magic 10. The Banner Saga. I also have this one. Still haven't played it. Neo Scavenger. Blackguards. Transistor. Transistor is an RPG? I also have this one. Transistor was free on the Epic Store a few months ago. And I got it there. Divinity Original Sin. Joe says, I have Shadowrun Returns on my backup hard drive. It came with a game engine so fans could make their own game and then upload it for others to play. Nice. Lords of Zulima. Interesting. Lords of the Fallen. Dragon Age Inquisition. I also have this one. Wasteland 2. Wasteland 2 is from 2014? That's not right. South Park, The Stick of Truth. The Stick of Truth, 2014. There's a full playthrough on the channel of this one. But it's a silent run. I just played. I played through and I recorded it. I just put it on the channel. The Witcher 3, Wild Hunt, 2015. I cannot believe The Witcher 3 is 6 years old. What the hell happened to the second half of the last decade? Well, I know what happened to my second half of the last decade, but still. Incredible. Age of Decadence. You know, as you get older, you value this stuff. You value the memories. You know, that's why I like this book. That's why I wanted to share it. I know not a lot of people watch these streams. In fact, we have 18 people watching, which is nothing, for the amount of people that watch a 7 Days to Die stream or something like that is very low. But it's okay, quality over quantity. I know you guys like the old school, you like the memories. So do I. That's why we do these things. And if you want to buy this book, like I said, I'm going to put the link in the description. It is a good book, I've been having it next to my bed the last week, and I just read a few of the articles, Yes, quality. Exactly, Michael, quality. I read a few of the articles. Mostly I've been reading the section of the 80s, And you remember good times. Tale of Woodsia. And that ties up to the bonus, because there's a bonus to this stream. We're going to finish this right now. Just a few more pages. And there's the bonus. And I'm going to show you how we kicked it old school. Old school. Tale of Wuxia. Fallout 4. This is the one that I have a full playthrough on the channel. I believe it's 100 and 20 episodes long. One of the longest series. I think after 7 Days to Die, Fallout 4 is the second longest series I have on the channel. Soundless Sea. The Hand of Fate. Jason says the memories are priceless because when we're gone, they're gone. Yes. Michael says kicked it old school, love it. Yes, I'm gonna show you how we did back in the 80s. Well, not me because I didn't have the money or the machines, but other people. I read and I thought about that. Michael says been kicking it old school since 1976. Me too. Halloween 1976. That's when I was born. And a lot of people say, oh, you were born on Halloween figures. And I go like, what the hell is that supposed to mean? And they just stare at me like that. Chrono Trigger, you know? Further adventures. This is like the epilogue of the book. You get the further adventures. Why can't I just not do this? 1982 to 1987, the birth of the Japanese RPGs. And we got some Japanese RPGs here. Yeah? Some of them translated, some of them not. Need new Fallout 4 mod. I'm gonna keep an eye on. Allows players to build anywhere in game with cubes like Minecraft. That is interesting. Been kicking it since 1972. Great year, says Jason. Yeah. CDP says Xenogears at Tonanico. I don't know. Artolanico. I don't know. Over here we got Final Fantasy, we got The Legend of Zelda, Dragon Quest, Wise, Phantasy Star. And for some reason here they say these games were not translated, which is the bullcrap, because of course The Legend of Zelda was translated. Everybody has played the original Legend of Zelda, so I don't know what the hell. Fan translations. I don't know, some mech things. EVO, Theory of Evolution, Chinese Paladin, Legend of Cao Cao, Gates of Keldal, Sword of Moonlight, King Fields Making 2, I don't know. Senku Rans. Pongo says, it's dangerous to go alone. Yes, I agree. Take this sword with you. Labyrinth of Touhou. Kamidori Alchemy Master. This looks like the guy from Full Metal Alchemist, you know? Yes, it's dangerous to go alone. Take this, I agree. Peggy says, my son has the original Legend of Zelda. I have like all of the Zeldas up to what was the name? Skyward Sword. Then I stopped, you know, because I didn't keep buying Nintendo consoles. But I play all of the original like 10 Zeldas. Games we will likely never play. Oh. These are like ideas or something like that. Aliens Crucible. Sega announced this alien-based RPG back in 2006. Never happened anything. Quickly canceled in 2009. That's not good. Oh crap, look at this. Look at this jackass. Wilson. What the crap? This guy just showed us up everywhere. Damn, Wilson. Stupid bear. Psychotic bear. Citadel of the Black Sun. List and further readings, you know? Yeah, Wilson. Over here you got a list of the RPGs, you know? A lot of info. Psychotic Bear, yeah. Further reading, you get other books that you can go. I'm gonna check this out, see if I buy any of these books. You got some things, you know, and that's it. This is the CRPG book. Like I said, it cost me like, I don't know, 26 or 28 pounds. So like 35 bucks, pretty cheap, and it's a solid book, you know, it's thick. You can see it. It's I don't know, 528 pages of solid CRPG. So this concludes the first part of the stream, which it was the CRPG book. It was good, you know. I'm gonna put the link in the description so you can get it if you want. I like it. It's like documentation, you know, you get the memories. And now I'm going to show you something that you probably never heard of, because it was a thing that they did in Spain and it got here to Chile. It's a magazine for you know, computer games from the late 80s called Micromania, you know. Peggy says, Hannibal played Deja Vu. No, I'm not played Deja Vu. I've had Deja Vu, but I've not played it. Joe says, zombies and vultures and bears. Oh my, yes. So yeah, Micromania was a magazine from the late 80s, early 90s, because there was a lot of computer games and console games and games, you know, like a culture in Spain. And we got it here in Chile. And I just... it was amazing to me, mostly because I had the crappy Atari 65 XE, which is basically the same as the Atari 800 XL. You know? And most of the games I saw in these magazines, they were for other systems like Commodore 64, Spectrum ZX, Amstrad CPC, later on Atari ST, or the Commodore Amiga, you know. And it was incredible. So, and my father bought me these magazines, and I'm going to show you because I've kept them. This thing that I'm going to show you is 30 years old, and I did the binding myself. Let me just go to Big JC. Look at this. This thing has, I think it's like 6 or 8 of these magazines, which are the ones my dad bought me. And we're not gonna you know, like look at them completely, but let me just move this over here. I'm still going to show you a little bit. Let me just switch over here, because in order to do this properly, I need to like do a different setup, you know? I need to change. This is the magazine. This one is, they changed the format. That's why they call it Second Epoch. This is the number 3, you know? Luckily, all of these are available on the internet. But this one, as you can see, it cost 170 pesetas, which was the money they use in Spain. This one is from August 1988. And we got some games. As you can see, we got Where Time Stood Still. I played this on the Atari ST. Incredible game. You know? And we get articles. Like I said, I need to improve this because I need to place this camera. I need to place it higher so you can look at the entire magazine. But you got like the articles for the different games. Look at these cameras. It was very flashy in the 80s. Like you had the game covers were very flashy, you know? Because the graphics were kind of crappy. And in Spain, they had a very, you know, like developed game market and a game industry. And as you can see, this magazine came with maps of all the levels. And these maps were just basically pictures taken from the screens. That's why here in the screen, let me just zoom a little bit. You can see there's the character, you see? That's how they took the things, and then they assembled these maps. And Jason says, I still have all of my dad's Playboy and Penthouse magazines, but no amount of binding will hold them. Just don't have the heart to get rid of them. Some from as far back as the early 70s. Well, interesting literature, Jason. Look at this. Codemasters. I remember these guys. And let me show you. Look at this. 3D vector graphics, and everybody was just amazed at that. Zigzag, Block Brothers. But let me show you how we did it. La Abadía del Crimen. This is like a... it's based on the name of the rose, you see? This was an incredible game for the time. Huge maps for the time. Yeah? Defender of the Crown. This is the one we saw in the book. You remember the first one we saw, Defender of the Crown? This kind of graphics that we saw in the Atari ST, it was just incredible. And I'm gonna quickly, because we're not gonna stop and look at this. Thundercats. Pre-airbrush mags are very collectible. Yes. Look at this. This is for the Atari ST. There were even, you know, like articles about the kinkiest things in the games. You see, Samantha Fox Street Poker. Look at this, Beyond the Ice Palace. You see, you play this. This is from the ZX Spectrum. This is what the graphics look like on a ZX Spectrum, but the game, the computer, the ZX Spectrum. Well, it looked like crap, you know, but it played the games. Come on, focus on my hand. Oh, come on. I disabled the auto focusing and now it looks like crap. Well, I'm just gonna go back. But this is what I wanted to show you. These are the cheat things. You see, they were printed here in the magazines. So if you wanted infinite lives or stuff like that, you wrote down these things, you'd save them on a cassette, and then you could execute them, and then you got immunity, infinite spirits, infinite lives, weak walls, you know. Insert original tape. You press, or Game Genie. Yeah, Game Genie is from... was for the Commodore? I remember Game Genie, but over here you see, this is for the Spectrum, the loaders. It's an awesome priceless collection you have it there, JC says Jason. Yes. Look at this. Hand-drawn maps of the games. NES and Sega, says CDP Media. You see? Silent Shadow, Blackbeard, Stardust, Desperado, Mac Mix. Oh, and they have even arcade sections, you see? Double Dragon. I remember looking at the graphics in the arcades and I could not understand the difference, you know? How was that we got these graphics and not the, you know, like the, and on the arcades and not on the computers? News about Michael Jackson here. Look at this. Crocodile Dundee. Police Academy 5. Rambo 3, you see? Like I said, we're going to do a stream where I'm going to show you this properly with the proper height of the camera and this stuff. But for now, I just wanted to show you a little bit of a preview. And this is a game I've been thinking about doing a small playthrough. It would last like, I don't know, still has like the original offers for subscription, you know? I kept all these years. Terramex. I have it on an emulator for Atari ST. And this was an awesome game. You know, platforming. They have an entire map over here. You got the items. Tells you how to do it, you know? You got the programs for the cheats, you know? Joe says, I used to have a large collection of game mags I got from a woman when her son died in an accident. Whoa. There was a few of these mags in the collection of these Micromania. Interesting. Look at this. In Spain, the ZX Spectrum was very popular. Oh, come on. You're embarrassing me, camera. You're embarrassing me. And I know it's my fault because I turned off the pixel thing focus. But still, hold it together. Oh, come on. Come on. Hold it together. Focus on my hand. Okay. You see? And fuzzy. Yes. This is the ZX Spectrum. Look at how it looked. Like the sprites transparent. But the thing played it. This thing went toe to toe with more powerful systems like the Atari ST and the Amiga 500, you know? I remember the maps, couldn't read the world, but really enjoyed the pictures, says Joe. Yes. And the ZX Spectrum, you know, it did it. It played. Handicap. Look at this. And the things for the cheats. This is incredible. And people actually just sat down and copied this from the magazine. Tetris. You see? Tetris when it was launched. Mickey Mouse. I don't know. Let me show you a good one over here. Look at this, Europe. Winter Games, Dynamo. I used to like Atari ST, Star Raiders, Dream Warrior, Artura. Very flashy like things, and the game looked like this, you see? Vampire's Empire. These things were awesome. Where time stood still. Like I said, I'm going to maybe play through this. It takes like 30 minutes, 40 minutes, but it was an incredible game for the time, you know. And look at this, all of this on tape. Joseph Tetris, I spent a lot of time playing that game on the Game Boy when I worked the weekends in the cubicle farm. What is a cubicle farm? Is a farm for cubes or something like that? The Elvira games. Space Ace. I have playthroughs of this in my channel, you know, but this is one they came out. Paris-Dakar. Old school. Really, really old school. Linares Mansion. This is like a clone of Maniac Mansion. Yeah, let me just go back to this. So you see, this is one of my treasures. This one. I did the binding. This is one of my treasures. 30 years old. Magazines from the late 80s. It was awesome. So yeah, well, that was a trip down memory lane, you know. I apologize for the technical inconveniences. I will be looking at this camera and why is it not, you know, like focusing as it's supposed to be. I'm pretty sure because I deactivated the 2-pixel like focus, but it's okay. Big treasure. Yes, I agree, CDB Media. Big treasure. Huh? Joe says the old magazines had so much content in them. They were awesome. Yes. Thank you, Michael. Thank you. It was a good stream, you know. But like I said, I apologize because YouTube was pooping. But that's why there was like the false start at the beginning, and the chat was not moving. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff. Technical difficulties aplenty, but it's okay. So, just so you know, thank you, Jason. Just so you know, the new episode of The Dark Side Detective will come up in a few hours, so you have something to watch this Sunday. And on Monday, we come back with the next episode of Resident Evil Village. Yeah? So, thank you for being here, and I hope you enjoyed this. And that's it for now. And see you next time.